Bouchard Insurance is one of the largest independently owned insurance agencies in the United States, and we really specialize in putting our clients first. We've got about 240 employees, and we service about 13,000 clients with about 31,000 policies. The systems we provide out of our internal location here, things that are hosted on our data center, are critical infrastructure to enable our employees to service clients. So one big portion of that is our virtual desktop environment. Essentially, when our data center's down, we have no computers for people to work on. So that virtual desktop environment becomes absolutely critical to delivering service to our clients. I came to Bouchard in 2015, and we had a disaster recovery plan in place, but when we really investigated what was going on, we found that the plan was not really gonna give us the RTO and RPO that we were looking for. We were looking at a recovery time of 48 hours, and it just wasn't good enough for us. RPO was probably less than 8 hours is our real objective there. Obviously, the less we can do on that, the better. RTO, we really had probably the same number. Probably 8 hours was our goal, and with Expedient, we were able to exceed that by quite a bit. During our last failover, we were probably less than 10 minutes RTO. Before we even had a contract together at all, we worked for probably hours on end with engineers at Expedient, planning, talking about their past experience with similar environments, and working through all the technical questions that we had, which was a long list of concerns that we had about whether or not we'd be able to recover, whether or not this solution would fit us, and ultimately, Expedient really came through. Our worries when a hurricane's coming are twofold. So on the one hand, we've got to worry about keeping our IT systems up. On the other hand, we've got to worry about our own homes and families. Both are obviously very important. In the event of Hurricane Irma, we knew it was a really large storm. We knew it was headed directly towards the Tampa area. About 2 or 3 days before, we were watching the weather very closely. As soon as we knew this hurricane was coming close to us, we thought it best to proactively perform a disaster recovery failover to Expedient in order to not have a problem going down here. We met with our disaster recovery team, and we made the decision together that really a proactive failover of our IT systems was the right thing to do. We were really confident. We knew it was going to work. We had done plenty of testing, and we felt very confident when we went to pull the trigger that everything was going to work. Once we decided to push the button and perform the failover, our lead engineer, Jay Becker, pushed the button, failed us over, and brought everything up successfully. We tested things after everything came back up and felt like we were in a pretty good shape. The end user really had no clue that we had failed over. As far as they're concerned, they're logging into their desktop just like they always do. Everything they need access to is right there and available for them. They just had no idea that we were in disaster recovery mode. If we pushed the button and things didn't work, we would have been at a real loss, and we would not have been able to service our clients. We wouldn't be able to handle any claim calls. We wouldn't be able to do a lot, so it was important that that worked for us. Expedient has been an excellent resource for Bouchard. They really fill in gaps that we have technically within our team's knowledge, and they've just done a wonderful job helping us get a DR solution in place that we know will work and will work well.